Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Neil and welcome back to beamng.drive. Before we begin, I want to apologize. I've been kind of gone the last couple of days, and you can probably hear why. I've been fairly sick. My voice has been completely shot. This is about as loud as I can talk. It's just now starting to come back, so I apologize that I sound absolutely horrible. But we're back for another episode of beamng.drive Quickies, because today we're checking out another mod from Steel Horse, the same guy who made the giant anvil that we used to crush mini cars. He actually has another mod. I didn't know this, but he made one before the anvil, and as you can see, it is a giant inflatable dice. It's, again, one of those things like, hey, I didn't know I wanted this until I actually saw it in the flesh. And this is insanely detailed. You can basically see all the stitching on this thing. And it even has a tuning menu. So if we go over to the vehicle configurator, over to tuning, we can actually change how much pressure is in this thing. So let's set it all the way. This is going to be very, very full. This thing might bounce into space, but let's see. Oh, yes, it does. It's a very, very bouncy boy now, and you can also change how much it weighs to affect the buoyancy if you want it to float. So obviously we got to see what happens if you drop this on top of a vehicle. So let's just take this one right here and drop it from a couple 100 feet up. I mean, 100 foot up. It's probably somewhere around there, and it just bounces straight off. There actually is a pretty sizable dent there, as you can see. I wonder if I change this, if it'll affect this in any way. I don't know, but let's see if we make an even bigger dent this time. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it just kind of added on to the dent, but you know, the D series is a pretty tough vehicle in general, so it's not very good at killing us, but I wonder if it's any good at saving our lives. So what if we put one of these dice against the wall? Maybe it can act as like a crash bag for. So actually, first we should probably take down the pressure a little bit, because it's a little bit too inflated at the moment. There we go. That's looking a lot better. You know, actually, I do want to show you guys there's actually different variants of dice that we can play with here, and I want to point out there is a neological version. There's also an Italian man version if you're into that. There's also actually just a really good assortment of different variants here. You got your classic. If you want a very torn up and used classic dice, you can get that, or you can have a very sparkly gold, which I actually like a lot. So let's use this one. Look at that, man. Look at the way it glimmers in the sunlight. I love it. So let's put this against the wall right there. Maybe like right here. Hopefully we're not touching the wall. That could possibly rip it. That looks pretty good though. And what happens if we drive this into the dice? I think it'll actually help us out quite a bit. So we need to do the control group first, obviously. So we got to crash ourselves just to see, just to compare them, I guess. And this will be the starting spot right here where the road meets the grass. So let's go ahead and set our spawn point right here. There we go. Okay, so here we go. From 0 to 37, 38 miles an hour. Definitely busted us up quite a bit. I'm pretty sure the radiator is shot, or probably not driving very far from here. So now we can try with the die. This is going to be like the most expensive airbag in history. So here we go. I know this isn't a super scientific test, but hey, what more could you possibly want? Oh! I want to say that helped quite a bit. I mean, we probably could have gone without getting flipped up into the air. But overall, it seems that the truck is better off having hit that than not hit it. But I wonder if changing some of the variables on this thing might help us out. So what if we upped the pressure here? And yep, I know you're gonna bounce all over the place. Can you go ahead and not do that? Oh god, it's gonna bounce forever. Okay, so I need to get it not in the ground. So maybe like right here. Ooh. Okay, this part might actually be a little harder than I thought. There we go. Okay, we got it. We just need to spawn it a little bit above the ground. It's gonna roll away though, so we need to make this quick. I think we might actually just go. I think we might just straight up kick this dice into the forest over there. Yep. Okay, so there is a limit to how much this can actually help us. But you know, what if we were falling out of the sky? Maybe it could help us then if we fell onto the dice. So again, we'll do a control test here. So we'll drop it from like right here. It's definitely going to be destroyed. There we go. Completely undrivable. But what if we drop it on the dice? Again, I have it on the highest pressure possible. So I think we might just get a ultra mega bounce here. And it's probably going to kill us either way. But let's just see. Did I just completely miss? You know, I don't know how I didn't even think of this as a possibility, but we just completely popped the dice right here and there. Okay, well, apparently that's not gonna work. So, hey, we need to spawn up the neological dice at least once. So let's take a look and see what this bad boy looks like. I can already tell it's just the brain matter. I love it, man. Thanks for making this, by the way. So what if we make this thing just as deflated as we can possibly make it? Maybe that'll help us a little bit. So we just go weight scaling 100%. There we go. It's just a very, very flat boy now. So maybe we won't have the problem of just popping it instantly. Here we go. And drop it. I'm assuming it's just gonna... Oh, just completely flattened it into oblivion. Well... I'm assuming that this is like something that you would pick up at Walmart before a 4th of July event or something, just to have a giant dice that you can play around with. Maybe use as a beanbag. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you could do with this thing, I'm sure. All right, so I got one more thing I want to do. Again, this is a very, very simple video, but this is pretty much all I could muster at this point, at least until my voice comes back 100%, because it doesn't hurt to talk. It did yesterday. I'm just starting to get better. But hey, let's throw one of these die off the side of a cliff. I mean, you can pretty much predict what's going to happen here, but I still want to do it anyway. So let's spawn this up, and we will... Actually, you know what? For this, do we want the full blown dice, or do we just leave it default? I guess I'll just leave it default for this. So let's spawn it right here, and you guys can just enjoy a soft body die falling down a cliff. This is absolutely great content. Anyway, thank you guys to the people who do watch even my weirder videos like this. I highly appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys want to download this this mod, I'll have it linked down below. Definitely check out his other mod as well, the giant anvil. If you actually want to crush stuff, that's pretty much one of the best ways you could possibly do it. Hey, and by the way, my video I uploaded yesterday, for some reason, did not get pushed to anybody. It's a really good video, so I want to plug it here. It's a Halloween drone car hunt that we did. It was a lot of fun. I'll have that link down below as well. If you haven't got the notification for it, definitely check it out. It's a great, great video. Make sure you're subscribed. And apparently, I mean, I hate to say this, but apparently you need to say it nowadays. You got to click the little bell so you get notified. At least that's the theory. I don't even know if it actually happens. Who knows with YouTube these days. But again, thank you guys for sticking by me. Sorry you had to hear this just absolutely horrific voice. It's like one step away from ASMR, but it's all I could do right now. So thank you guys for being here. I love you all. Thanks for subscribing and all that. And I've said thank you a lot. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.